Good morning class. So today we are going to discuss about your 7th unit grammar, that is vocabulary. In an expository essay like this, you often find many clues that help you guess the meaning of unfamiliar words. So we have some, that is every word we don't know the meaning. Some are unfamiliar. Unfamiliar means we don't know the meaning of that word. So if there are any, for example, in the first two sentences, if the word vanish is unfamiliar to you, you can guess its meaning from the next sentence. Both the sentences are similar. You know that kings is the second sentence is related to kingdoms in the first sentence. Hence, you can guess the meaning of the vanished from gone. So, see here. Kingdoms have vanished, kings have gone, but one game they played remained with us. So kingdoms has vanished. So kingdoms means, suppose we don't know what is the kingdoms, then by in the next sentence kings has there, no? So by by reading the sentence we can know the meaning of kingdoms. Vanished we don't know the meaning, so gone. So here these two sentences are similar but the words are unfamiliar. So this is supported by but and remained with us. Okay, supported by but, okay, and remained with us is a third sentence. While guessing the meaning, the overall theme, the meaning of the paragraph and the meaning of other sentences help you. So if we don't know anything, any meaning, you should read the next sentence or before sentence so that there will be a clue or there will be a better understanding. Okay. See some sentences. Kingdoms have vanished, kings are gone. But one game they played remained with us. Even if you are a pauper, it makes you a king and gives you. Okay. And I will, at will I can order a knight to penetrate the enemy's forces and surprise the opponent. Okay. Enemy means opponent. Pauper means king. So these are the meanings where we can use, these are the words where we can use, we can read the way another sentences and we can guess. Okay, you have learned that the king, queen, bishop, etc. are called chessmen. So you can call any of them as chessmen. This is a special word that represents 6 names. Such a word that includes the meaning of other particular words is called superordinate. Okay, if we call like in chess we call queen, bishop and king as a chessman. So these 3 are having the same name. So these type of words are called superordinate. Ordinate means combining, or a hypernym. Okay, another name is hypernym. The words that are included in the hypernym are called hypernyms. Okay. In the above example, chessman is a hypernym. Okay, I said no. In its hypernym are king, queen, bishop, knight, rock, and pawn. So six names are at a time called by one name. Okay, a hyperman can be a hypernym can be a hypernym of another hypernym. For example, rose, brisk red, dark red, and crimson are hypernyms of red. Okay. That is, see the one example. If there is one class, okay, and having 80 students and the class is 8th A. So when we find the class, we will say that this is 8th A class. We will not say the each and every student meaning, no, name, no. So that is called hypernyms. Okay. But red is a hypernym of color. This is illustrated like this. Okay, you understand a different type of meanings but having one word. Okay, this is called hypernyms. Okay, this is all about the grammar. This much only important. And books on chess. Here in page number 113, there are different type of books. Invented or written on chess. So once read and search in Google if you are interested, very much interested in chess. Okay, hope you understand. Thank you.